The planet Rafkon, home to Zato and Ion, and in Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2, one of the big mysteries is what happened to Rafkon and where did it go? Because in Season 2 we saw Zato travel to where Rafkon was meant to be, but it wasn't there. But that raises the question, what happened to Rafkon? A planet doesn't exactly get up and walk away, or just shift to the side slightly. Something must have happened to the planet. Is it hiding with some kind of cloaking device? Did it get sucked into a black hole? Or did someone destroy it? Now, the whole who destroyed Rafkon theory has been a popular thing in the fandom for a while. A lot of people in Season 1 and the start of Season 2 were kind of pointing fingers at Void Knight. But Void Knight wouldn't be much of a planet destroyer. He only wears the armor to sort of bring order and fear into his minions, so the guy isn't much of a planet destroyer or a planet buster. So if a franchise like Power Rangers that's been around for almost 30 years with a huge rogues gallery and a planet like Rafkon that's been around for a couple of thousands of years, it's hard to say who could have destroyed the planet if someone did. I mean, there's a ton of villains you can pull from In Space to SPD, and even ones that are kind of forgotten about that could have destroyed Rafkon. Now, one of the characters that the fandom has pointed fingers at recently, that is none other than Lord Zedd. Why Lord Zedd? Well, if you found this video by accident and you haven't seen Power Rangers Dino Fury, Lord Zedd made his return in Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 1 and got away because he wasn't powerful without his staff, so he's gone on this big magical quest to find his staff, and who knows where his staff is? Well, his name's Scrozzle and he's at Grid Battle Force, so I made that theory, I've talked about it, I don't want to talk about it again, I'll have a card up there, but if Lord Zedd was the one to destroy Rafkon, that kind of does make sense. I mean, Lord Zedd was known to be a conqueror of planets and worlds back in the day, so maybe he did stop off at Rafkon and blow up the planet once during his youth or back in the day. So maybe Lord Zedd could have been the one who destroyed Rafkon. It's very plausible for Lord Zedd to destroy Rafkon, and maybe if Zato and Lord Zedd face off in Season 2, maybe Lord Zedd will confess that he was the one who destroyed Rafkon. Now, what if someone or something didn't destroy Rafkon? What if Rafkon destroyed itself? Well, something was the cause of it, but I'll talk about that in a bit. When we last saw Rafkon, we saw that the Sporax sort of went loose and started invading the planet, and Zato and the Knights of Rafkon had to fight them off, and they chased the Sporax all the way to Earth, and we kind of didn't find out what happened to the planet after that. We saw that it was kind of in ruins and in shambles after having a big battle, but we don't know if the planet was able to rebuild itself after that huge war. And seeing how bad the planet looked during that battle, did something happen to the planet where it wasn't stable after the big battle and then somehow exploded and blew itself up, Dragon Ball Z style? I don't know. So it's hard to say if someone or something did destroy the planet, but what if Rafkon destroyed itself? Like I mentioned earlier, the damage that it took from the battle with the Sporax couldn't contain the planet much longer, and then the planet just kind of went to pieces. Now, one thing I'm hoping that Simon Bennett doesn't do with Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 is having some random monster of the week be the one who destroyed Rafkon. Like, he shows up, he gloats, he says he was the one who destroyed Rafkon, and Zato gets all big mad and fights the monster and destroys him. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Like, I'm hoping that's not the case, because if that is the case, then all the emotional weight I feel like that Zato has gone through in this season and the last season is kind of for nothing. So I'm hoping we get some kind of answer what happened to Rafkon. Even if the planet wasn't hiding or it went into a black hole for safety, I'd be fine with that. It'd make no sense, but it makes sense in the sense of Power Rangers. But I don't want some random monster of the week sort of being the cause of Rafkon's destruction or disappearance. I'm hoping that we get some kind of answer with what happened to the planet, and it's going to have a lot of payoff that's been in the story we've seen going on since it began. But what do you guys think happened to Rafcon? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications and stuff like that. Special thanks to all the members such as Swagger4 and Andrew McCoyle. If you want to get your name shouted out like these guys over here, hit the join button or become a Patreon supporter, or even leave a super thanks down below. With that said, I'm bringing this video to a close. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.